Let's see here, what am I doing? There you go. Alright. Let's begin Sonic 2, shall we? My personal favorite game.
I guess we go 6, but oh well.
One at a time, one at a time. So yeah. Dr. Bad, Dr. Eggy is up to his no good tricks again. So let's kick his ass, shall we? Lovely. I love that Sega, the old Sega jingle. I kind of wish Sega brought it back.
Which one? The Sega?
Yeah, that one. Alright, so. For this playthrough, I am not playing as Sonic and Tails. Because I'm not getting the Chaos Emeralds if I do that. I just won't be able to. So, I can either be Sonic or Tails. Who shall I play as? What's your guess? What's your... What do you reckon? John?
Tails.
Tails. Alright, that works for me.
Coming through or not?
Huh?
I wasn't sure if I was coming through.
Yeah, I heard you the second time. Alright, Tails it
Yeah,
is.
Rebel.
Well, playing as Tails is cool because Tails is introduced in this game. He can't fly yet. They added that in Sonic 3. But playing as Tails means I cannot break the game. Because when you get all 7 Chaos Emeralds of Sonic, right? You can turn into Super Sonic in this one, and that breaks the game into 18 different pieces. Tails can't go Super in Sonic 2. It means you're probably going to see a more authentic playthrough. Unless I do that. You know what, actually, I'm just going to fucking restart the game at that point. No, I'm not.
Authentic playthrough.
I mean, it is authentic.
So are you, but what?
Excuse me?
You would?
There you
You
go.
like stutter?
Yes.
I don't think I did, but...
Alright, try that again, only this time without the embarrassing jumping into spikes like a numpty. Hoi! Hoi hoi hoi. But yeah, I love this game. Sonic 2 is my personal favorite out of the series. A lot of it is probably due to nostalgia. I have a very strong nostalgia bias to this game because, like, my earliest memory is playing Sonic 2. You know. So it's just one of those games that's just like... This one in particular is just special to me, you know? A lot of people say Sonic 3 is the better game, and... You know... I completely understand that, but Sonic 2 for me is my favorite. Like, it's just everything about this I really like. I love the level design, I love the music, I love these special stages, as frustrating and infuriating as they are. I mean, they're not that bad if you play as each of the characters alone. And you, what's the word? You memorize them. They're not that bad then. Because the ring count in these special stages, so the special stages are pretty simple. You get enough rings, you get the Chaos Emerald. Easy peasy. But when you're playing with Sonic and Tails, which is the default option of the game, by the way, these are harder because the game assumes you're playing in co-op play.
Oh yeah.
So they increase the rings you need to collect. Which means it is significantly more annoying if you're playing this single player. It's doable. Not ideal, but it's doable in single player with both characters. So usually switching to Sonic and Tails, as in Sonic or Tails alone, is usually the better option for playing this, so that's what I always do. It's not something I really have to worry about in Sonic 3, because Sonic 3, doesn't matter who you pick, the special stages are all, you know. Yeah, Tails is out to sabotage you, exactly. Oy. Hey, Tails picked up 10 rings, nice! I finally got enough rings for to get the Chaos Emerald, and Tails runs into a bomb immediately after. I'm like, thanks, Tails! Thank you! Oi. I love this fox, but this game, he can be quite stressful in, to be perfectly blunt. There we go, 37 rings.
No
right.
things.
If I remember where all the lampposts are in this, I'll probably be able to get all the Chaos Emeralds in the first zone, so the rest of the game will just be speeding through. It's just a matter of, do I remember where the lampposts are? There's one coming up down here, so there's this one. I think there's a third one at the end of the act. I think these are made a lot easier as well in the mobile phone version of the game as well, the remaster that I've been nagging to put on PC. Because all these special stages have been turned into 3D, you know, so they're actual, you know, it's all actually in 3D instead of this pre-rendered stuff it's got going on.
Okay.
Which, you know, all this is bloody impressive for a Mega Drive, the way this is all done. But it's also stressful because, you know, you got like no draw distance to work with. So they're a little easier in the mobile phone versions for this reason as well. I think they made these special stages even easier, if I recall correctly, when you're playing the game as Knuckles with the lock-on technology. Which, again, like I said, I'll get more into when I actually start covering Sonic 3. Because there's quite an interesting story behind the lock-on technology. It's the earliest example I can think of like a DLC for a game or an expansion of a game. There probably were like expansions and stuff beforehand, but it's the earliest thing I can think of. Plus that affects like multiple games. Like the Sonic 3 special stages have like 134 million variants you can play through, which I'll show off. It's technically not on my stream schedule for my game schedule, but I think I'll show it off because it won't take long for me to show off that thing.
Do it.
But we shall see.
Give him to the dark side.
Do it. Execute order. Something.
127-4B.
Yeah, I guess. Alright, this is dangerous. I don't have a shield or anything. Oh, there we go. Problem solved. Invulnerability. My favorite. Oh no! I fell off. Okay, that time he just didn't jump. Okay. I gotta be patient here. I'm playing this completely wrong. There we go. There we are, that's more like it. Oh my god, I pushed the button. Is the C button working on this controller? Yeah, it is working. Interesting. Normally it doesn't give me any problems, so that's yee. Oh well, third time's the charm.
It is?
Yep, there we go.
Good.
Nice. Ooh. Might as well get the extra life while I'm here. Alright. Emerald stage number 3, let's go. So are there any particular Sonic games you're looking forward to seeing, John?
Absolutely none.
Alright, well then. Yikes.
I mean, there's the classics like Sonic 06, Sonic Riders, The very best games, Sonic and the Secret Rings.
Well, with Sonic 06, you're going to be very disappointed because I know how to avoid most of the glitches and most of the problems with
Don't
that
you
game.
even think about it?
Well, I'm doing it because I'm going to make the game as fun as I can. In fact, I don't mind Sonic 06 that much, honestly. The thing that really pisses me off in that game more than anything else is actually the load times. So yeah, there you go. But I don't know, like I
What's
said,
that
my
one
opinion
game?
in that game changes all the time.
What's that one game?
What one game?
Has Sonic in it.
Oh, you mean the like 90 games that exist? Like,
Alright, it's fun.
it's fun.
No, it's one.
Oh, it's one.
Comes bundled with a collection.
That describes most of the series. I think most of the series has been bundled in some form.
Isn't it like Sonic, but Sonic is like hitting pinballs?
You mean Sonic Spinball?
Maybe?
That's a game I'm gonna be streaming soon. Yeah, that's pretty.
There you go.
That's pretty
Excited
early
for
on,
that?
actually.
Is there a story to that one?
Yes. In that game, Dr. Robotnik has built the Vega Fortress, which is this giant machine that takes animals and turns them into robots. And you basically infiltrate the fortress in order to destroy it. And the fortress is set up like a pinball table.
Sounds interesting.
It's a good game. It's fucking frustrating, which is why I'm going to be activating an infinite lives cheat code. But it is a fun game. But yeah, it's one of those games that not many people I know of can actually beat without cheating. I think there's like one person I know of, which is Donnie. He does a lot of Sonic News stuff these days, but like I think he's pretty good at that game. But he's like the only person I think I know of who's good at the game. And there we go. It's not even someone I know, I just know that he's good at the game because I've seen playthroughs that he's popped in and he's just like, yeah, I'll do that, I like pinball. So, there you are. He's a good guy, Donnie is. I would give him a shout out and say to follow him on Twitter, but I can't remember his Twitter handle right now, so that's not gonna happen. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Neat.
There we go. Lovely. I think it's Donnie I'm thinking of anyway. I could be wrong.
Yeah, wait, one sec.
Alright, no worries. Getting all of the rings. Oh god, this is one of those special stages that's a little tricky. There we go. Whew. To be honest, I find special stage 4 is not all of these, but in a lot of these Sonic games is usually the brick wall. That's usually the one I struggle with in a lot of them. Eee. It is a case-by-case basis, though. Like in the case of Sonic 3D, I don't find any of the special stages bad. Oh god, please say there's another ring. Oh, thank god. Oh, that was so close. That was concerning. Now we have the pink emerald. Lovely. Oh, lovely jubbly. Alright. Time to get some more rings and get ready for the next lamppost so I can get the next Chaos Emerald. I wonder why they decided on lampposts for these things. I guess probably because that was the checkpoint and they thought, hey, let's integrate the checkpoint as the special stage entrance, which pretty cool idea. It makes the special stages much easier to get into than, say, Sonic 1. I think But then again, it's no guarantee you'll come across a lamppost is the other problem, so it's not, you know, it's not a perfect solution. I think Sonic 3 style is the best though, where it's like multiple entrances per stage for the Chaos Emeralds. I think that game handled it the best, because you can just find the entrances, master the special stages, and then, you know, you can just fly through the game then. Then you have the likes of Sonic Advance, which, well, Sonic Advance 2 in particular. Sonic Advance 1 has a kind of annoying special stages to access, but once you know where they are, you can deal with them. Sonic Advance 2 is fucking evil. To get the Chaos Emeralds in. That's one I'm going to cheat on as well, because I'm not doing that. Hi, welcome back.
Beg your pardon, what are you cheating on? I'll just hold it back a second.
Sonic Advance 2, I was just, because the special stage entrance is in that, you have to collect exactly 7 special rings a zone, right?
Sounds easy, right?
It's not. Because there are only 7 rings a zone to pick up. And you need to go a very, very specific route to do it. And it's really, really annoying. Oh god, I might have lost the special stage now. But when I did it for my Let's Play a while back, I basically swore to myself, I'm never doing this again.
In the words of the great Palpatine, do it.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna cheat to do that. It's horrible. I'm gonna try and get footage of me trying it legitimately on, you know, when I'm getting some of the side stuff done for my footage, because I'm gonna need to get extra footage past this marathon as well, for my video project. So you know, I will do it. I will try to do it properly off camera, but for the sake of the stream and for the sake of mine and everyone else's sanity, no, I'm not. I'm not doing it on stream. Because it means I just have to pause every time I got a special ring and go, okay, where's the next one? And look up an FAQ, and that wouldn't be very entertaining to watch. Uh, 34. I need more rings. Maybe if I backtrack a little bit more. 38. 42. No! Well, guess I'm getting the Chaos Emeralds a little bit later into the game. Because I've done goofed, unless there's another alternate route I can take. There might be. I might be able to get lucky here. Actually, hold on. If I go up here... let me time my jump properly on the spring. I think there's rings up here, so I might be able to salvage this. You know, if the jump button works, I might be able to salvage this. There we go. Alright, here we go, and... I'm back to 35. It's better, but it's not ideal. That's the crazy thing, though, with, like, Sonic 2, is it can be really frustrating to just get all the rings ready for the next special stage, and then you just lose everything in a single unlucky hit. It can be very stressful. 46. Alright, if I go back now from here and backtrack, I should be able to get the next lamppost. Keyword being should, and I think it's down here, and if I... I missed the jump. It should be by here? I want to say it's by here. Here it is! There we are. Beautiful.
Wow.
Again, once I've gotten these emeralds, the playthrough is going to go super quick, because then it's just a matter of get to the end. Da, na, da, da, na, na, na. Get used to seeing this half pipe, by the way, because the Sonic series loves this half pipe. Oh, there's a question. What version of Sonic 3D do you reckon I should play?
What versions are there?
There's 3 versions. One of the versions I can't do because I haven't got a disk drive, so I can't install it. But the other two versions I can do. So the choices are the Sega Saturn release or the Mega Drive release. They both have different special stages and different soundtracks. I think the better soundtrack is the Mega Drive version, probably. I like the Saturn soundtrack as well, though. It's really good. While the better special stages is the Sega Saturn. You've only played the Mega Drive version? The Saturn version's pretty damn good, I'll have to be honest. I mean, that's the version I Let's Played on my channel, but... I don't know, I'll leave you guys be the judge on what version I'd like to tackle, because... Yeah. Oh, actually, tell a lie. There is another version of the game. There is the Director's Cut version that John Burton released. Who was the guy who originally directed the game? I think he directed it. He worked on the game anyway. He's the old CEO of Traveler's Tales. I have lost a special stage. And he basically released a update to the game, like a patch, which adds in all these extra tiny little quality of life features. So it adds a level select, adds supersonic into the game. It's kind of cool. So I could do that version as well. I'm not picky. It's still the same game regardless which version at the end of the day, so... See if I can get 50 rings again, because I am very tempted by the Mega Drive version, though. Now that I think about it, just because it's been a while since I played that version, and I do know the music is... Oh, it slaps, to use the vocabulary that modern day kids say. That is what the kids say these days, isn't it? Slaps.
I mean, they say a lot of things.
Yeah, like I heard the phrase on fleek not too long ago, and I'm like, what the hell does that mean? That's how you know you're getting old, is when like the slang just sounds like craziness to you. Like, I'm convinced that I'm gonna turn into like an old man yells at cloud type person. Actually, I'm already there. I've ranted about the fucking cloud all the time because so many companies are like going nuts about the cloud. It's like cloud technology is the future, and I'm just sitting here going, it's just a fucking server, mates. I mean, I get the cloud technology is a big thing. It's just, you know, when I see a lot of marketing speech for it, my brain just goes, I don't know. You know?
Get on board the cloud. Choo-choo.
Granted, the cloud did allow some pretty cool things, like in Crackdown 3, because obviously all the calculations are done on Microsoft server for that. They had like this really cool real-time destruction thing going on. Granted, I didn't bother with that much because I wasn't interested. But, you know, the technology was kind of cool. Ooh. Alright, I think I got this one in the bag now. 2 rings left to go. There we go, I got us. In the words of Christopher Walken, beautiful. I can't do a Christopher Walken impression, that's the best you're getting. Not many people I know of can actually do a proper Walken impression. He's got a very unique sounding voice, it's kind of hard to imitate. Yeah. Now we just need to get those emeralds. I don't know. When I do it, it kind of turns into like Londoner British, you know? I don't know.
I know what you say.
Alright, that's just fucking Dracula. I don't know what.
Dracula.
I've gotten to suck your blood. Ugh.
Oh my. Hello.
It's not the worst you've heard. Oh god. I'm curious what the worst impression of that you've heard then, because mine's atrocious. Hey, Dale's got through Act 2. Okay, that was just Italian. Hey, Dale's got through Act 2. Here we go. Do the spin dash and the loop-de-loops. Yahoo and all that gubbins. Alright. I think I recall where a special lamppost is. Well, I don't think I'm getting a special stage in this one. Walking via Dolmio. Yes, amazing. Alright, I think there's a lamppost down here somewhere, but I need the rings, and I think I might have screwed myself. Well, there it is. I am definitely not getting 50 rings for that. Unless I can walk ahead and come across it. It's like, for this level, you actually have to go out of your way to get the checkpoint, because it's not on the main path. Yeah, okay, I've missed it. Oh well. No worries. We've got plenty of chances to get this Chaos Emerald.
We do?
Yeah, yeah. The game gives you a lot of chances. You have a lot of attempts. The only reason the Chaos Emeralds are hard is because the special stages are hard. Getting access to the special stages in this are really easy. Which is actually kind of the way I... thanks, Bus. That's kind of the way I prefer it. Just, you know, easy to access special stages, but have the special stages sometimes be quite challenging. Maybe not Sonic 1 challenging, because I hate that thing, but, you know. I think the Sonic Advance series seems to go in the opposite direction with that, where it's like the special stages are pretty hard to access, but the special stages themselves aren't that hard. Maybe except for Sonic Advance 1s, they could be a bit weird with depth perception, but like Advance 2 special stages are quite easy, from what I remember. I think the last time I did them was for my last Let's Play of Sonic Advance 2, and I think I got all the emeralds like first try, maybe, and if not first try, it was within a few tries, so you know. Oh, lovely jubbly.
Alright.
Alright, time for another special stage. Wish me luck. I'm gonna need it. Oh wait, this is the final one. Oh no. Okay, this special stage, right, at some point in it, like, it tries to fake you out a lot, right? But at some point, the level designers just gave up. And you'll see what I mean when I say they just gave up. Because, ooh, special stage can be tricky. Okay, I messed that up quite a bit. I did not get nearly enough rings. Alright, this is gonna take me a couple of attempts to get this. Oh dear. Well, you'll have to wait a while, because it's on the final part of that special stage where I say the level designers kind of gave up, because there's just rings fucking everywhere, just throwing caution to the wind, you know? Alright, I think the next attempt I'm gonna have is probably gonna be in Aquatic Ruin. I think. Look! It's a shame I don't have my editing tricks on this though, like I did with the YouTube playthrough, so I could just, you know, make a mistake, no worries, cut it out. Dun, 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 dun. Again, actually, I don't think I did that bad on the Sonic 2 playthrough back in the day. I think I got everything pretty much first try, so there's that. Oh, come on! Get in the hole, there you go.
Oh my, hello.
Oh my god. It's gonna be one of those days. Oh, no, nope. I never died to that boss. What's happened to me? Oh, wow. Amazing. Did that every single time. I normally got a good handle on this boss. I used to do it all the time, but I thought I was fine from it. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Much better. Much better. Yeah, I normally do it that easily, but I guess my jump trajectory is a bit off. Ah, lovely. Alright, let's try and get 50 rings. I always find it kind of awkward to get the 50 rings in this this particular zone before getting to the lamppost, because the zone has a lot of things that want you dead. Like Grounder there. So, fun fact, this badnik that you're probably going to see a lot is Grounder. He's red. They used him in the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon, but in that, he's blue. No, not, well, kind of greenish.
It's the same one.
It's the same badnik, same enemy type.
Ah. Didn't know that.
Not really sure why they recolored him for the cartoon. Maybe they felt it looked better. Oh, okay. That was
Make him unique, probably.
probably. But then again, we see like scratch badniks later on in this game, and they're basically exactly as you'd think. I think they're a bit more stubby than the cartoon though, because the cartoon guy's he's a big boy. There we go. That was a cartoon. I need to rewatch it again soon, because I remember that being a trippy show. There we go. Much better. I'm doing much better this time. There we go. Beautiful. Hey, Koala. Yeah, this was like 92 this came out. I wasn't even born.
Oh no.
Kind of makes it weird how this was my first video game.
Ever?
Yeah, this is my youngest memory is me playing this game. That's why I got such a strong nostalgia bias to this one, and why this one's my favorite, because it's just I have so many memories attributed to this game, you know. And it's just a bloody well-made game as well. Apart from by here, where the level designers decided fuck it and throw caution to the wind, just throw scattered rings everywhere. Alright, this section by here is a bit of an asshole. Ah, no! Look! Look! No! How in God's name did I not get hit by that bomb then? I think I must have jumped at the exact frame it hit me. Oh, I did it! All 7 emeralds. There you go. Tails has all the Chaos Emeralds. Such a shame that Super Tails isn't in this. Got so aggravated at the game. Yeah, it can be very stressful until you master it. And even then, when you master it, like one mistake can kind of put you off, which is why it took me a couple of attempts to get this. So, oh, there's another lamppost right by that. I didn't know there was one so close. Ah, well, you know. Ooh, piranha bots. Don't know what those things are called. I should probably look up the name of some of these baddies one day, because some of them are pretty cool names. Like the caterpillar ones in Sonic 1 are called Caterkillers, and I always like that name. On the bright side, now that that's done, the rest of Sonic 2 will be a straight shot to the end. So we won't need to faff around collecting rings, we can just
Beeline.
run, yeah. Just go fast. Make like the series is known for. Or, you know, get hit by a grounder robot. That works too. There we go, get some extra air there, thank you very much. Oh, Jesus Christ, I landed on a piranha. Why? Why must you tempt me so? Fate. Can I reach that bubble? Oh dear. Well, that could be a problem. Bubble, please give me a bubble. I'm gonna drown. There we go. Whew. That drowning music, like, that's traumatizing. Like, I still think they use that music today, and it's like, I'm not surprised. Like, it's haunting when you... Ugh, I almost got crushed, Jesus. Bubble, please? Thank you. If you're good enough at this level, you can actually avoid the water altogether. I just screwed up way at the beginning. I missed the wall. I can't believe I've done this.
Oh, can I?
Fear of God music. There we are, lovely jubbly. It's time to take down Mr. Egg again. I don't think the game intended you to be able to jump on these things, but there we are. Makes this boss fight, like, really easy. Like, effortless. There we are. He's a dead boy. Well, he's not still alive, but, you know. He's a defeated boy. That's not cheating, and hi, Pyro. That is legitimate strats. That is how the game is meant to be played. I'll have you know.
Sure.
Why do you say it's so, like, passive aggressive? Like, sure. Yeah, okay, I believe you.
I believe it. That'll be our little secret.
I mean, the boss isn't that much harder when you do it the way it's intended either. Just takes a lot longer. Okay, I thought I was gonna get crushed then. The game can sometimes be a little weird with crushing deaths.
No words, don't do it.
I mean, yeah, avoid being crushed. That's good advice there.
Remember, hello?
There we are. Lovely, lovely. Eek. Oh god, I got stuck on the bumper. No, Tails! Get a handle on yourself, buddy. There we go. Whew. Oh, I got another phone call. Give me a sec. Like the some of the unused music as well. Like the one a lot of people think is attributed to Hidden Palace Zone. I really like. Mr. Cave. Oh, I love Mr. Cave. That's a good one. That's a good pick. I like that one. Sky Chase is pretty cool as well. It's a more chilled out song. And I do genuinely like the ending theme as well of this, which... I'm kind of sad that Twitch has got a DMCA problem right now, because otherwise I would just play the original version of the ending theme for Sonic 2. before it got digitized into the game. Because it's a pretty neat song. But alas, DMCA's exist, and I don't know. I just like wouldn't surprise me if like Warner Brothers Japan or someone just went, haha, we're taking that. This is Sonic 2. Oh, hello. Hello? Okay, I think that was an alternate route that I just stumbled across then. Alright. Never seen that before. 20 years later, and I still find new things in this game.
Oh, there you go.
That's the same with like Sonic 3 as well. Like I'm constantly finding new things when I play this game. That game even. Like, these games are packed. It's the same with Sonic Mania as well. Like I find new routes in that all the time. Oh, okay, I just clipped right through him. This is one of my favorite bosses. I really like this one because you can get a good rhythm going with spin dashing and booping him. Dun, 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 dun. There we go, he's down. Lovely jubbly. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, I'm trying to think, what level's next? Also, I have to say, like this controller I'm using is a wireless one, right? It's spinning me out because I keep thinking there's a cord. So I'm adjusting where my arm position is to because like, my brain thinks there's a cord there for some reason. I can't get out of it. I think it's just because I use the Xbox One controller so much, and the cord in that like is a nightmare. It unplugs itself all the time. So I think I just got a muscle memory that I've built now of keeping a controller in a certain position, and it's really annoying.
Oh.
I really want to get like one of those wireless adapters to the Xbox controller so I can use it wirelessly without it using Bluetooth. Because I have nothing but bad experiences with Bluetooth on this thing. Oh. This is a song I like as well. I love this one. It's a very jazzy tune. Like I think is it T. Lopes that did a remix of this that was just filled with saxophones and it was amazing?
No idea.
Dun, 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 dun. If it is the one I'm thinking of, that's something I'd say to check out if anyone's interested, like T. Lopes' version. Assuming that's the right guy I'm thinking of. Because it is an absolute banger. I know I say that a lot, but trust me, it's an absolute banger. I didn't want to jump there. Should be able to get an extra life. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Bellissimo.
Ah, magnifique.
Magnifique! Mademoiselle. Omelette de fromage. Ooh. But yeah, this game's basically gonna be easy sailing now probably up until Metropolis Zone. Because that level's difficulty is a bit evil. Because they place enemies in the most annoying positions in that level. Like, there's one Crab Badnik where his hitbox is tiny. But the box that he can hurt you is freaking huge, so... And they usually place him in tiny, tiny corridors, so you can't really avoid him properly. It's really annoying. And then there's the Slicer Badniks, which are hell on earth. Because they will blindside you every single time unless you either know they're coming up or you're playing the mobile phone version. Ugh. Lovely jubbly. Right. I could just jump to the very bottom of this room, but if you jump straight from the top of this room down to the bottom, you will probably clip through the floor and die. So don't do that.
Alright.
Because you go so fast that the game's geometry won't load, and you'll just go through. I think that's what causes it anyway.
That's no good.
But I don't know if that's only in super form where that happens or not, but it's hard to say. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ugh! Oh well, I beat him at least. Oh, excuse me. There we are. Another one bites the dust. I think the next stage is Mr. Cave. I think. Yeah, actually, yeah, Mr. Cave, because then it's Oil Ocean, then Metropolis, then Sky Chase. I think that's right. I love this tune. It's a banger.
The wall banger.
Yep.
Oh wow.
I also really like just the design of this level. I like the greens and purples that they use. It looks really like what's the word I'm looking for? It looks very contrasting. Eye-catching. Like, you know, it stands out.
That's a weird way to put it.
The ultimate jam.
Looks like Goosebumps Horrorland.
It does have like a horror-ish vibe to the music actually, because it has like a woo 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 sort of tune to it.
Like the green, the purples, and the...
Yeah. This is one of my favorite levels, so I do love this one. There we go. Problem is, oh fuck. This level also has one of the most annoying things in it. Like, I think it's in Act 2? There's a pit that you can jump down, right? And that pit is nightmarish.
Oh.
Because if you're supersonic and you jump down a pit and say you have like 60 rings, you're stuck down there for 60 seconds because you can't get out. And it's just a spike pit. It's a horrible trap, and I hate it. You'll know, because every person's first playthrough of this game, they'll fall down that pit, so they all know. So I kind of want you to play this game, and you can experience it. I don't want to spoil the fun for you. I won't point out where the pit is though on here, because. I kind of like what they did with the mobile version of that pit, where they turned it into a secret entrance to another zone. I like that. God, the sound effect of the bridge going is way louder in this. Actually, did it even have a sound effect in the Mega Drive version? I don't recall one. And here's the pit. So, if I jump down here, I am trapped, and there is no way to get out. Not doing any of the secret levels. There aren't any secret levels. What are you talking about? Unless you mean what I mentioned, in that case, the secret level is only mobile version, so I can't. There we are. Lovely jubbly. Dun, 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 dun. But again, like I said before, now that I got the Chaos Emeralds, it's basically a straight line to the end, you know, so... Dun, 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 bow. Right. Where's my boss? Ah, no! Lovely jubbly. Hey, got him. Some of these bosses are a lot easier than I remember. I remember that being a nightmare. At least my first playthrough, anyway. I guess it's just muscle memory nowadays.
Alright, 1 sec.
Ah, Oil Ocean. This is where a lot of people tend to fall off of this game. I like this zone, honestly, but it's definitely not as good as what came before, in my opinion. It's a lot more slower and a lot more platforming focused. To be honest, my biggest issue with this level is just to play seahorses, because they're seahorses and they will shoot these pellets at you. You won't see those pellets, like outright. You will not see them. They will hit you, and they're frustrating hell to deal with. And it's probably the there they are, right there. It's like they shoot so quickly, and ugh, I hate those things. They have ruined many a perfect run of mine. Case in point, right there. To be honest, it's only really a problem if you're either have no rings or you're trying for the Chaos Emeralds, but you know, they're still a pain. There we are. If only I was supersonic, because I could just blaze through this stage. But alas! Although you guys will probably be seeing Supersonic in Sonic 3. Well, you will, because he shows up in the first cutscene, but you might see me use him a little bit in Sonic 3 just because I will be getting the Chaos Emeralds now quite easily. Sonic 3's special stages are quite simple. They're not simple to perfect. I'm not perfecting them, but getting the Chaos Emeralds themselves, I don't find that hard in that one. I find that would be quite a simple challenge. Then again, it is easy to screw them up as well. So, you know, if I make stupid mistakes, ow! What hit me? I didn't even see anything. Probably just a pallet flying across the screen, and I was just blind. Whee! Uh-oh, that's not good. Got any rings? Thank you. Ah. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Oh. Again, it's gonna be strange when I go past this game, because outside of, like, say, certain games like the original trilogy here, I am going to be playing through most of the series in chronological order, so when it released. There's a hidden special stage in Sonic the Hedgehog 3. There is?
If there is, I'd expect you to know about it.
Oh, how do you access it? Well, clearly I don't know about it, John, so...
Fortunately, I actually do know, you just misremember it.
I could very well be, because is it like an 8th Emerald stage? Because I remember something involving like an 8th Emerald before, but like I don't know how you meant it. I think it was like a glitch or something. But I could be completely wrong. I could be misremembering. I know officially there's only 7 emeralds in that game. Well, actually, tell a lie, there's 14 emeralds in Sonic 3 if you count the Hool thing, which is the version I'll be playing. So you get the 7 Chaos Emeralds, then on the second half of the game, the Chaos Emeralds turn into Super Emeralds, and you get a new batch of special stages for them. And then you can become Hyper Sonic, who's a bit of a mad lad. He breaks the level design in like 18 pieces. I mean, Super Sonic breaks it as well, but not to the same extent. But I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. Hey, shield, nice. Ba, ba, This boss has always confused me because he blows up in the oil, and it always made me think like, why doesn't like the entire facility catch fire? I think one of the Sonic comics actually referenced that, like the old Fleetway Sonic the comic.
Oh yeah.
I think one of the small like issue arcs they did, you know, singular stories for an issue, involved like Oil Ocean Zone just being up in flames.
Oh dear.
That was an interesting comic book. Sonic's an asshole in that comic. And when I say that, I don't mean in the joking kind of way. I mean he's a literal asshole. That was a comic book. I liked it. I liked the comic, but, you know. It was a weird one. Then again, I think the Archie comics have kind of a weird history as well, don't they? I've never actually read the Archie books. I know they have their fans, and I also heard about some of the craziest stuff that one of the writers did, which makes me question things. But I never actually read the things. Maybe one day I'll get around to them. There we are, lovely Johnny. Oh, this level's chaos. I got Sonic and Knuckles as kids, but not Sonic 3, so when I saw this playthrough of them combined, blew my mind. Oh wow. It's bloody crazy what they did with that, honestly. I to this day, I think it's really cool how they handled the whole lock-on technology business. Like, if Sega were to probably remaster Sonic 3, if they were able to get their legal stuff sorted out, because I know that game is like a weird legal history with it. To be honest, they probably would just all default it to being locked on. In fact, I think the Steam version of Sonic 3 is already the version combined, so that's pretty neat.
Well.
Hi, Am. Welcome to the stream. I'm surprised you didn't get any notification of ping, because I even posted it in the Turnip Empire like live stream notifications thing. Oh well, you're just in time to watch me play through the rest of Sonic 2. At least the end game, anyway, after this nightmarish zone. Yeah, Discord being wonky again. Used to connect it to unrelated games and have a nice try screen. Actually, that is something I'm going to be showing off in a bit. I don't know if it'll be today. It all depends on how much time I have. Because I'm only streaming this until 4 PM today, because I got some things I want to do. So I'll probably pick that up tomorrow if I don't show it off today and show it off then. But there's a nice... Basically, is that nice try screen. If you push A, B, and C together on it, you gain access to the Blue Sphere's special stage in Sonic 3, but you get a randomly generated one. And the generation depends on what cartridge you put into Sonic and Knuckles, so it's really cool. Or if you put Sonic and Knuckles into Sonic 1, you know, you combine those two, you get like 138 million of those things to play through. It's ridiculous. You need to open the level select menu 1, 3, 5, 7, highlight special stage and press and start at the same time for the hidden special stage. Oh! Well, is that Sonic 3 and Knuckles or just Sonic 3 alone? Because if it's just Sonic 3 alone, I'm probably not going to be able to do that because I can't get the special stage to work on that. The stage select even. But just alone? Ah, damn. I'm probably not going to be able to do it then. Because I've never gotten that code to work for that. Because like the level select code in that game is ridiculous. Like as soon as Sonic appears, you need to press up, down, up, 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 so bloody quickly. It's like within the frame of like a second. It's ridiculous. Oh god. Oh wait, hang on. I just realized I'm playing the Sega Saturn versions. They changed that in the Sega Saturn version, so I can just Like,
They did?
yeah, the Sega Saturn version changed the cheat code so it's easier to access. So I could actually do that. There we go. I'll give that a try in a bit then, before I properly tackle Sonic 3. I completely forgot about that because someone on the someone posted on Discord the other day about the level select code and doing it is easy, and they trolled everyone by saying, "Oh, it's actually the Saturn version I'm playing. It's quite easier doing that version." All right, I'll give that a try. Watch this special stage be bloody crazy now. Alright, and boing, 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 and boing. Lovely jubbly. This is a long zone. It's like, for some reason, they decided to make this zone like 3 acts long instead of the usual 2. I think it could just be to do with some of the development history of Sonic 2, because Sonic 2 was meant to be a much bigger game. At one point. Like, I think they planned for like a lot. I can't remember how many zones exactly, but see. There's the usual zones that are in this. Then they also were planning to have a wood zone, which
Wood.
just wood zone. So it's like a forest.
No.
There was a zone meant to be called Dust Hill that got scrapped. There was Genocide City, which later in development got renamed Cyber City. I wonder why. But that got scrapped. Apparently some of the level art from that actually got reused in Sonic Spinball, but I don't know how true that is. And then there's also Hidden Palace Zone, which was almost complete. I don't know why they done away with that one, actually. Because they almost finished that before the launch version, but I guess they just felt better to scrap it and just put it into Sonic 3. Should have kept the original name, yeah. Yeah, Genocide City. Nobody knows much about that zone. I think some of the level layout for it became the third act of this zone, though. But that's just me guessing. I'm not entirely like 100% with that. It's like you see some like Sonic ROM hacks and stuff where they decide to put in like Genocide City back in, but it's all completely custom level design and custom artwork, and you know. So usually in those like ROM hacks, it completely clashes with the rest of the game, but that's a thing. Actually, if I can find myself the ROM of the beta version of Sonic 2, I might access the level select code just to show you what the original level list was. Because there was a lot of levels planned. But I'll have to look up and try and find the beta version, because I don't know where. I don't know what websites actually give that one out. Won't surprise me if it's on Sonic Retro or something. And if I can find if I can find that specific prototype of Sonic 2, there's a fun little story that goes along with it where, like, they took, like, Yuji Naka took it to, like, New York at a trade show to show off the development version of Sonic 2, right?
Uh-huh.
And, it got stolen. So someone stole the Sonic 2 prototype and then uploaded it to the internet, so...
I think I remember you telling me about that.
It's really interesting. But like half the levels in that are completely broken, and the game's really janky in that state. You know, it's early development build, but there's some weird differences too. Like Casino Night Zone has a completely different art style, for instance. Sonic has different running animations. What else is different about it? Emerald Hill Zone is called Green Hill Zone. An Aquatic Ruin is called Neo Green Hill Zone. So, you know, it's kind of cool. These games have really interesting histories behind them. Like, even Sonic 1 has, like, this... we don't know too much about some of the betas of Sonic 1, but it's like there's like this... Some of the objects are still in the games. Like, there's a ball that you can roll around, which is pretty neat. Marble Zone originally had UFOs in it for some reason.
Huh.
I don't think nearly as much is known about the Sonic 1 prototype and earlier builds of that compared to Sonic 2 or 3 though. I think there was a power-up at one point that let Sonic breathe underwater, which gave him goggles. That was a thing. Alright, Robotnik, time for me to push, like, blast ya. Ouch. It allows me to hit him twice at least. I used to hate this boss when I was young, but these days it's quite simple. It's just a matter of timing. Am I going to play Sonic 3D? Yep, I'm going to be playing Sonic 3D. I was talking about that earlier on, actually. I'm not sure which version of it to do. Because the choices are either the Director's Cut version, the original Mega Drive release, or the Sega Saturn release. And I don't mind playing any of them, so... I'll probably leave it up to the chat when I go around to actually tackling that one. The 2D version. Well, they're all 2D. It's only isometric. Although the Sega Saturn version has like 3D special stages that are really cool. The Genesis version, I could do that one. It has the better soundtrack. More melodical. Is that the right word I'm thinking of? Melodical. Oh god.
Maybe.
I kind of like the Sonic drives you in this level as well in the plane when you're playing as Tails. Nice little touch. I mean, it is Sonic's plane. Even though Tails seems to steal it after Sonic Adventure. Actually, no, that's a lie. He kind of makes his own plane and just calls it the sequel, so... Because Sonic's plane gets blown up, if I recall correctly. Then again, it's going to get blown up here, so that's no excuse. This music's so tranquil. I really like this stage because it's kind of like a I mean, right now I'm holding nothing, but it's a nice calm before the storm, because then after this you have a really hard platforming level, followed by a ridiculous final boss on the Death Egg. Well, actually, two ridiculous. Well, I don't know. One of the final bosses is quite easy. It's only really the Death Egg robot where trouble starts brewing. Let's see. It is coming up to 3:30. Ooh, I've been taking a lot longer than I planned on today. I might have to delay Sonic 3 till tomorrow.
Oh no.
I tell you what though, in its place what I'll do is I'll show off Blue Spheres instead. And I'll try out the cheat code that Pyro mentioned earlier on for the Chaos Emerald stage, so I can try it out, because I'm curious what that's like. I haven't tried that. Alright, be careful not to get crushed by the extra life. That's always depressing in these games when you get up to the extra life boxes and they crush you, so you get killed by 1-ups. It's amazing that this game lets that happen, but, you know, that is a thing to be careful of. Lovely jubbly. All of the rings. As Sonic said in Sonic Boom, you can never have too many rings. Oh god, god. Damn it, Clucker. Those are the bad nicks I mentioned as well that I kind of like Scratch. They are different, but they're close enough, I think, to, you know, be clear inspirations. Here we go. Tricky, tricky platforming sequence. A go-go. Whew! Lovely jubbly. That little boost panel as well that I just slid on, you have to be careful with that, because if you hold any direction when you're on it, it will send you into the pit and you will die. You have to let go of the D-pad. It's like, thanks, game. Alright. Boss fight time. This boss is a pain, so this could take me a couple of attempts to beat. Ow! Alright, that's not a good start. Come on, get to the safe point of the room. Fortunately, the corners of the room are really safe, so that's like a nice little tip for this, is always go to the corners and you will be safe. Not from the laser, but you will be safe from like the spike platforms, as I demonstrated. No, I want my ring. No. Oh no, my ring's gone! Okay. My ring is outside the level. This could be problematic. I died. That was problematic. Well. I got this. It'll be easy. No worries.
I believe in you.
Huzzah! I mean, don't believe in me. You know all too well it's not a good idea.
Believing in me that believes in you. Hello?
Okay, don't quote Gurren Lagann at me.
I will quote what I...
I will quote what I want, mister, and there's nothing you can do do about it. No, my ring vanished again. Well, this one's a wash. If I can do this now without taking any hits, I will be bloody shocked. Yep, there we go. And that's why I'd be bloody shocked. I hate this boss. God, my old Let's Play was so much easier than this. You're loving this, aren't you, Pyro? Oh. Yes. Alright, I'm halfway beaten with this boss already. I did a lot of damage there. 2 more hits. 7, 8. Victory! No damage that time. Lovely jubbly. I'm just impressed. Boo! Pyro. Come on. Gotta give me credit. I did well there. I love that Sonic just strapped a rocket to the bottom of the ship just to catch me up to Eggman here. Alright, time to take on the Death Egg. Alright, I'm live streaming, which means Murphy's Law is going to be in full effect. If something can go wrong, it will go wrong. So, this boss, I have 15 lives. There's a chance of a game over. And if that happens, I'm going to cry. That fight was excellent. Oh god. Did it make you ecstatic? Alright. Take on Robo Sonic first. Alright. Whew! Watch how fast Eggman runs now, it's crazy. Alright. Wish me luck. It's gonna be tricky. I'm probably gonna have to be quiet for this boss. I have to actually concentrate to get my timing down. Because his hitbox is a very small part of his body above those spikes, and I need to time my jumps exactly right to hit him. Oh, I love this music. Oh, it's so good. Oh wait, yeah, I forgot he does his walking cycle again. I think this guy takes like 21 hits or something to beat. And every other boss like takes 8 hits. So, it's a bit different. Also, when he crouches down like this, you also have to be careful because there is a chance that if you hit him at the wrong angle, you will clip... I died. You will clip into his body and die. Not like that. That was just me misjumping. That was entirely my fault that time. But there is a chance you can clip through his body and die. Let's try this again. Whew. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. He has a very simple pattern, so once you get the boss's pattern down, it's all just a matter of playing good enough to beat him. Because dodging his attacks is actually fairly simple. Unless you get behind him. Like, if you somehow find yourself behind him, he will shoot out these bombs. And I don't think I've ever dodged them. So, there's that. Yes! Victory is ours! Sonic 2 is complete. Finish Sonic 2. There goes Tails, he's falling down from the great sky. The death egg is no more. Where's Sonic? Help me, please, before I die. Oh, he comes now, flying in his plane somewhere. Where the fuck is he? Sonic! The ending is different because he beat it Tails. Yeah, normally you have like a grayscale Tails looking at the sky. There he is! There's the boy. There we go. Beautiful. When you actually beat this as with the little Chaos Emeralds of Sonic, I actually think that the bad ending of this game is better than the good ending, because Tails saves Sonic in the like basically exactly like this, but with Sonic and Tails swapped. But if you have the Chaos Emeralds, Sonic just flies down and he just starts flying because he's in super mode. So it's like, oh, Tails came back up into the sky for nothing. Oh, beautiful. Mwah. Bellissimo. I love the medleys of the themes that happen as well. So that was Sonic 2. It's my favorite game in the whole series. I love this game. Like, completely. A lot of it is nostalgia in some ways, because a lot of people can easily argue, like, Sonic 3 does better with level design and stuff, but I love this one. I adore this game. But I think the next game is what is usually considered by most people, at least most people I see online, to be considered the best in the series. And Sonic 3 is, it's a behemoth. It's a fantastic, massive game, so I can't wait to play through that. And then from there, I'm trying to think. Let me have a look at my phone quickly. Go on my Google Drive's docked so I can have a look at what games are next. Figure out where I am on this whole list. Think you're somewhere. Sonic Games list. Come on, load. Alright, so after I'm done with Sonic 3, the next game I'll be doing will be the 8-bit version of Sonic 1. It looks like. And I guess also the 8-bit version of Sonic 2 as well. Which, Sonic 2 8-bit is a particularly nasty one. So I'm not looking forward to that. I mean, it's nasty on the Game Gear at least. It's not so bad on the Master System version, and I'll be playing the Master System version. I'm gonna do all the 8 bits. I think so, unless there's any I'm missing. Oh, I want to be doing the 8-bit version of Sonic Spinball. I think I can only really cope with just the Mega Drive version of that, so I'm not doing that. But most of the 8-bit games I'm doing. So Sonic Drift, Sonic Drift 2, Sonic Chaos, Sonic Triple Trouble. So yeah, I'm going through a good chunk of them. But there we are. That's Sonic 2. Oh yes.
Wow.
Lovely jubbly.
I'm convinced.